Operation went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, the better gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
From Soldier Field in Chicago.
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago.
This will make it into the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Ready? 91 is the mark. That QB's trash. Let's go.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I don't think you got it, son. 91 is the mark. Here we go, D.
They're going to look to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field.
They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
Well, we've hit that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, Week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe the other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot.
The chain, 2nd and 12.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game. Offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Barton is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range. And that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 4. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, We're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Rodgers pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Taken down. Right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now the all-time leading rusher at Boston College, it's A.J. Dillon.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Rodgers again now. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10. At their own 26.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look
and
at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the fours, look out. He can control a game with his running.
Back to throw now on first down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Now a run with Montgomery. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
A yard on the play.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. This is Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Darnell Mooney.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-to-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. As we find ourselves in Week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally ends.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers, everyone wants to be number one. He wants to post that number like a good golfer, right? Post the best score and go to the clubhouse and kick back and see if anyone can match it.
Well, and he's the go-to guy here out wide. We'll see what they can do with him in this game. Defensively, they have a big challenge on their hands. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, now Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Jones, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll buy some time right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin in the Motor City in NFC North battle. Detroit hosting Minnesota. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. Jared Goff with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Packers.
Rodgers now on first down.
Slant to Adams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That is caught by Cohen. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Funchess. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A gain of 12 brings up second down at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger.
Complete to
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. how can I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. The Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this one through the uprights and good. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
The 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Rolling to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Now Montgomery. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 2. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Taken down back at the 40.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And the numbers show it, low involvement early, but since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Smith in on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
On play action. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
From the 8-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown.
Valdez-Scantling.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he knocks it through. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And you can see they're in 2nd place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-loaded division? And unfortunately this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested, and they've beaten a lot of good teams already. They will be prepared for the playoffs.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he finds Montgomery complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 36.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minute.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
12 yards.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Tariq Cohen.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
1st and 10.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Darnell Mooney
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go again to Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. from the shotgun to give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
A 7-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Bears 17.
And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus